Hi guys, so we are here in my room to do my yard sale haul. So the community that I went to, there was a lot of people participating, which is awesome. I love when I go to a community yard sale and there are just so many yard sales to go to. I actually went to one today. Huge development, only like 4, maybe 5 houses were participating. So that's always a little bit of a letdown, but I found a lot of, I think, good stuff. Didn't pay a whole lot, which is what I strive for when it comes to reselling. So we're just gonna go through everything I got in no real particular order. Some, I think, maybe 1 or 2 things I plan on keeping, and the rest will be for sale. So let's see, we'll start with this first. I found this Walt Disney World Epcot Center ashtray. This was 50 cents. It was disgusting. Like, they had it sat out still with like ash in it from cigarettes. I don't know why people do that. Like, if you would just take the time to clean something up, you could easily like sell it for a little bit more if you're having a yard sale of your own, just taking that little bit of extra time to clean it up. So I already did clean it up. I put the tag back on so you can see what I paid for it, but it was 50 cents and it just looks like this. There is a little indentation there, and then on the bottom it is marked Japan, and these are selling between $24 to $30 on eBay. So for 50 cents, definitely a good score there. I do like picking up vintage Disney stuff when I see it for a good price. I feel like I rarely come across it, but when I do like to nab it up. Next thing I got were these coffee mugs of Kermit and Miss Piggy. They're kind of like 3D. They're like slightly raised off of the mug. I think they might be hand painted. I'm not sure. There is an initial on the bottom of Miss Piggy of AS. So I do think maybe they were hand painted mugs. I don't think I saw any listed on eBay, so I don't really know like what they're worth or anything like that, but they were only 25 cents a piece, so 50 cents for the pair, and I just thought they were so adorable, so I had to get them. So I think they're so cute. Let's see, I got at that same yard sale, I picked up this baggie here for $1, and I was mainly just interested in this one piece that was inside, and it's just a little pin of an artist's palette with some paint brushes there and some paint, and this is actually a Goble pin. My hands are so dry, I apologize for that. So $1 for the baggie. I didn't see any solds on eBay. I did see one of these listed, I think, for 15 and one for 19. So I'm willing to sell mine cheaper because I only paid $1. And then there are 2 pairs of clip-on earrings in here. I think one is marked Napier, N-A-P-I-E-R, and the other one I didn't see any kind of signature on. So I'll probably just throw them into like a random jewelry pile. I have some jewelry pieces that I need to sell that aren't, I don't think, really worth much, but maybe like if I lot them up together, maybe that way they'll sell. I was thinking of doing like a jewelry jar type thing. I know other people do that on eBay, but I just haven't decided what I'm doing yet. This is one of the things I'm keeping. I paid $1 for it, but I don't know where the little sticker got to. But it says Kitty Claus on the front. It's just a little tea towel of a cat with a little winter hat on, and then there's a ball. And on the back, it's the same thing, but the ball is just on the front. So these types of tea towels, I normally just hang on like the handle to my stove or my dishwasher at Christmas and just use them to wipe my hands. I don't actually use them to dry dishes with. I have ones that I dry dishes with, and then ones that I don't want to get all like gross. So that's just for kind of like decorative purpose. I got a couple pairs of shoes. You guys know I love reselling shoes. Some people think it's gross, but people will buy used shoes. It's not gross to everyone, but I know it grosses some people out. Making money doesn't gross me out. But these are a pair of Coach sandals. They have like a, what would you call this? Like a canvas type weave. I'm not sure. They are not in the best condition. They were only $1, so I don't know. I figured I'd try to sell them, but I'm not really expecting much. The style is called Jaci, J-A-C-I, or maybe that's pronounced JC. Not sure. The bottoms look good, but there is some wear on this part here. There's a little bit, it's kind of coming up a bit, if you can see that there. So I only paid $1 for them, but like I said, I'm not really expecting much from these just because there is some damage to them. But it was Coach for $1, so it's hard to pass that up. I also got these. These are gorgeous. I wish they were my size. These are a pair of Nike Cortez. I'm not quite sure what other style name these would maybe be described. I can't find these exact ones. I've done a search and I just can't seem to find them, so I'm gonna have to do a little more research. These were $5, but they're in really nice condition, and the color combo, I mean, hello, they are freaking gorgeous. I think they're a size 8. Yep, they're a women's size 8, just a baby blue with this pink swoosh, kind of metallic looking. I just think they're gorgeous. Picked up this Coach purse. This was $5, and oh, I forget the style name of this already. I know I have it saved though for when I go to list it. But it's just like a white leather with gold hardware, and then there's like a kind of clasp here for decorative purposes. And the inside is, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but it's like an olive green color. I already looked in the pockets and there wasn't anything. But yeah, this was $5. There are a couple marks on it, a couple spots, but I like cleaning stuff up. I just got, you know, new leather cleaner and conditioner, so I will just take a little bit of time trying to spruce this baby back up and get it listed then. So for $5, I don't like paying a lot of money for Coach to resell. A lot of other yard sales that I went to that were selling Coach purses were older styles, and they wanted $25 for like every Coach purse that they had, which is still a really good deal. But for me as a reseller, I might only get the $25 back on an older style that isn't just as popular anymore. So for $5, I am willing to take a gamble on that. I got this. I was surprised that no one had nabbed this up before I had gotten to the yard sale. Oh, that's where my sticker for my tea towel, because it came from the same yard sale, got on that box. But anyway, the box just looks like this. It says good vibes in a box, and that's why I say, you guys, if you see boxes at thrift stores and stuff like that, open them up, because this was closed, so a lot of people maybe have just thought it was like a decorative box, that there wasn't anything in it. But it is a brand new Bath and Body Works set. It comes with a Ultra Shea At the Beach body cream, and then this little Good Vibes like sunglasses case. So this right here, you could easily re-gift to someone for $1. Bath and Body Works. This thing, I'm sure, was probably 20 plus. Price tag isn't on here anymore, but I'm probably going to re-gift the lotion to my aunt at Christmas time, because I know she'll really like the scent of this. I already have the lotion and I love the scent of it too. It's a wonderful, wonderful smell. So yeah, for $1 for that whole gift set, that is great. Alright Alright, I picked up like 2 beauty products. This first one is a L'Oreal Rouge Pop liquid lipstick in the color Racy. It's blue. This is an older lipstick. I actually had this when I was a teenager, so it's definitely older. And it was only a quarter. Not every older beauty product is worth something, but if you can get it cheap enough, it's sometimes, like, I think a good investment to try at least. When I looked this up, it's not really worth a whole lot, but I feel like after a while, if someone really wants this color, I know I have sold other discontinued beauty products before for some decent money, so I didn't mind risking a quarter just to see. So, and even if it's not, I mean, this kind of reminds me of my teenage years. Yes, I wore blue lipstick. I was into that kind of stuff for sure. So that was just fun. And I remember this smelling really good as well. So I might keep it just to smell it. I'm sure it'll bring back memories. And then the other beauty product I got was this Jean Nate. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. Now I know this scent is still around. It's an older scent from Revlon. And I know you can still buy the original fragrance. However, this one is an after bath splash in the scent Seascape. So I don't recall ever seeing this before. I could not find any on eBay. So I'm hoping that this maybe is a rare scent and it might be worth a little something. I paid 50 cents for it. It's pretty well full. There's just a little bit, I guess, that was used from it. So for 50 cents, we're gonna just take a gamble on it. It smells really nice. It smells kind of summery is how I would describe it. Refreshing. It's a very refreshing scent to me, and I don't know if anyone would remember this. Like back in the day, this would have been, I want to say, early 90s. I had some sort of spray, and I don't know who it was made by, but it was called Chill Out, and it was just kind of like a refreshing spray. Like you would just spritz it on your skin when you were out in the sun, and it would like instantly cool you down, kind of like spraying water on yourself, but it had like a slight scent to it. It was just like a very refreshing kind of smell, and I absolutely loved it. I was just a little girl when I had it, but I just thought I was so cool when I was out like laying on one of my mom's launch chairs trying to get a tan, which never worked because I'm pale and I just burn. But I just love spritzing it on me and smelling it because it smelled so good. And I think this smells very similar to that. So that's just the first thing that came to my mind when I smelled it. So it smells really good. I got these shoes too. I got a couple pairs of shoes this time. These are some Vans shoes, high tops, and they're white with this lace kind of cutout all over. I just thought those were really neat. I want to say the style name of these was called Decon or something like that when I looked them up. They are a size 8.5 men's, 10 women. These were $2, and they do need cleaned up just a tad bit, but again, I like doing that, so I'll have fun cleaning these up, and I definitely think I'll be able to get more than $2 for them, so I liked the look of those. This was just, and you saw my video, I was like laughing hysterically about this item. So it is definitely vintage, older. It's made, it says it's made for Chadwick Miller Inc., Boston, Massachusetts, made in Hong Kong. And it's called the Legs Hanger. So it's very risque, very like adult humor. It's a plastic hanger with these red and black lace panties, and then the hook here so you can hang something on it. So, and it's new, still sealed in the bag. No one actually used it. The lady wanted $2 for it, and I thought, like, for the humor alone, it's worth the $2, but I didn't see any listed, so I don't know what it could be worth, but I know some, like, adult novelty, vintage, like, humor-related, kind of risque items can sell decently, so I don't know. I thought, not only is it vintage, not only is it new, but someone might get just the biggest kick out of it, kind of thing. So yeah, I had to get that. And that's what it looks like on the back. I had to show Eric. He was giggling about it as well. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I do have a vintage owl macrame planter hanger. I'm washing it right now. I'm hand washing it in the sink. It obviously has been outside for God knows how long, so it was very, 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 very dirty. But it's really cool looking, and there's owls on it, like actual like ceramic owls intertwined in the like yarn. So I don't know, when I'm to have that clean, maybe I'll like post a picture on like Instagram or something like that. But I paid $1 for it, and it was at this like, it was these two old ladies having a yard sale, and it was in their garage, and I wasn't recording because I always feel just slightly more weird recording when I'm in someone's garage, because I feel more like I'm in their house kind of thing. So I wasn't recording at this point, and I'm like looking through their stuff, and there was one of these keychain pictures, viewfinders. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I know they do them a lot at the beach, where they take your picture and then put the picture in like a little viewfinder, and then when you put it up to the light, you can see the little picture inside. And there was one laying on the table for sale, and I like picked it up and was looking at it, like trying to see like what the picture was in, and it was a lady and a man, and I was like, oh, who are these people, you know? And the lady's like, oh, I guess that's me and my husband. And I'm thinking, like, why is she selling it at the yard sale then? Like, she just didn't care. I don't know. Maybe she was divorced from him or something. I don't know. I mean, she didn't say ex-husband. Not sure. But anyway, she also had this little owl here. And this is a goble as well. She wanted $5 for this, which I didn't really want to spend, but I had already had it in my hand with like the owl macrame planter hanger. So I was like, okay, like I'll pay it. These little ladies are so sweet. So, you know, I paid $5 for it. I don't think it's really worth much at all. So I'm probably just going to keep him. I'll just sit him somewhere. So, but they were a riot. Like when I got there, they were like, oh, I didn't even hear you pull up. All right, so the last thing that I have, I think I'm going to keep. I think that I am. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that I might. So I saw these little resin type fruit shelf sitters at Goodwill. I feel like it wasn't that long ago. I took a picture. I know I put it on my Instagram, and I didn't buy them. And then when I came home, or like the day after, I'm like, why didn't I get those? They would have been so cute sitting on, like, I have this kind of cutout in the wall where, you know, it's just from the kitchen you can see into the living room type of thing. And I was thinking of putting, like, lining them up on that shelf area pointing towards the kitchen, and I didn't get them, and obviously they weren't there when I went back. So I was like, if I ever find these again, I'm gonna be so excited. And I came across the yard sale of a lady who had like a whole bunch of them. So I finally got them. I'm gonna clean them up. I don't think they really look dirty. This is how, you know, they're supposed to look, but I'm still gonna clean them up, and I'm gonna put them on the shelf, see what they look like, and see if I'm just not gonna be able to live without them. But they look like this. There's all different fruits. So this one is the banana, and I feel like there are 7 of these, but I think the whole set there's 10, and they are worth something. Like, I know the 10 of them I feel like sold for like $50 on eBay, and then I think I saw a lot of 7 of them that sold for $30. So I mean, I could get some money for them, but I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to part with them right away. So this guy is just the pineapple. don't know exactly which ones I don't have. I'll have to look. Here is a slice of watermelon. I mean, how stinking cute are those? I don't know who they're made by. I don't see any kind of marking on them. But I love the fact that they have faces. I am such a sucker for that kind of thing. There's a little orange. I've always been attracted to stuff with faces that shouldn't have faces, and I didn't know that there was a word for that, but they call it anamorphic, I believe, is like kind of like things that have faces, essentially, that necessarily shouldn't. So here is a bunch of grapes. Oh, I just love them. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we have a pear. I don't know which one's my favorite. I think the banana or the watermelon is my favorite. And then the last one is a strawberry. So you would just sit them on a shelf and their little legs dangle about. Oh, I just think they're so cute. So she wanted $5 for all of them, which I thought was a great deal because, like I said, had I come across them again, I just knew I was gonna buy them, no questions asked. So that is my haul for my yard sale haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. You'll have to let me know what you thought down in the comments, what you think like my best find was, or the coolest find. I think my little fruit shelf sitters are my favorite find, and then I think for my best find, maybe for like resale, is probably the ashtray. I like finding vintage, like I said, I like finding vintage Disney related stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.